What's the word, fellas? What's the word? It's your boy, the Giant Wade, coming back with another video. As you guys can see in the title, I'm here to talk about this quarterback class, specifically the top two guys that I think that are available coming up in this year's draft. Um, Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders. I feel like a lot of people are not giving them the type of credit that they deserve. Obviously, we know Shedeur has to deal with people not liking his dad and not liking him because of his dad. He's obviously getting the short end of the stick because of who his father is, and I just simply don't think that's fair. Cam Ward is definitely not getting the respect that he needs. A lot of stuff that I've heard about this quarterback class is that they're just not good. They're not ready, and I don't believe that. Just compared to the stats, which I will show you guys here in a few minutes, I think these guys are going to be pretty good. Now, don't get me wrong. I have been lobbying for the New York Giants not to select a quarterback number one, well, at least with their first round, only because of Travis Hunter. I feel like Travis Hunter is the pick that we need to go, but that's another video. For right now, we're going to talk about these quarterbacks and we're going to get into it. So real quick, I'm going to show you a couple highlights of each, and then we're going to go into some stats. So let's watch Shedeur first. His eyes are always down the field. And don't get me wrong, guys, these are highlights. These are not full games, but I just want to showcase the talent, man. He's able to get away. He can make plays outside the pocket, extend the play. I don't know what is the criteria for a top quarterback. A lot of people just simply say that they're just not good. But why though? Like why? Tell me why they're not good and tell me what is the criteria for the New York Giants to select one of these guys as their franchise quarterback. Um, the whole thing with me, man, a lot of people wanted JJ McCarthy, and I don't understand. He was in a run heavy offense. I'm not saying that he's not going to be good, but just the extent of to the Giants fans on like how bad they wanted him. These two guys coming up, I don't see how you guys don't want them. I feel like Shedeur and Cam is way better than JJ. So I just don't know where this narrative is coming from. Eyes always down the field. That was a good ball. Good deep ball. All right, let's switch to Cam Ward. So, like I said, man, that's just a couple just highlights just of what these guys can do and showcasing the talent. Here's Cam Ward. I honestly believe that Cam Ward is the New York Giants quarterback. There's nothing against Shedeur, but as far as his play, the bigger games that Cam Ward has played in, I feel like he would fit right in for us. But that's only barring if Travis Hunter is not there. He's athletic. He's got arm strength, guys. Extending plays. Like, bro, how are you able to get hit like that and still throw it on target? Anticipation is there. The ball was thrown before the wide receiver was even looking for it. I love that. Just making plays, man. So as we look at Cam Ward's stats, we can see that he's thrown for over 4,000 yards, 36 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and he's first in the quarterback rating. Cam Ward is 6'2", 223 pounds. Um, I mean that what more can you ask for? Honestly, what more can you ask for? He's definitely pushing the ball down the field. Um, he's gotten better with his interceptions, as you guys can see. He had double digits here in 2021, and then he's sitting around the 7 interception mark, which is not the best, but it's okay. There's definitely room to work with this, but overall, man, he seems like a very, very solid quarterback. So let's take a look at Shedeur as well. So as we can see, Shedeur is 6'2", 215 pounds. So Cam is just a little bit more heavier. He's thrown for almost 4,000 yards. He's not quite there just yet. 35 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and he's 17th with the quarterback rating. I wholeheartedly believe that his stats would be better if his offensive line was a little bit better. But, for him to do what he's done, I think he's done pretty well with what he's been working with. He's been really, really consistent on what he's doing, no matter what and where he's played, with his yardage as far as putting the ball down the field. So again, I don't understand what more do you want out of a top quarterback. So now we're going to compare him to the last quarterback that we had. Compare both of these guys to the last quarterback that we had in Daniel Jones. Coming out of college, guys. Let me zoom this in. Coming out of college, Daniel Jones didn't even throw for more than 3,000 yards, and he was taken number 6 overall. So you mean to tell me, coming out of college, with these numbers that you see right now, compared to what we just saw in Shedeur Sanders, and Cam Ward, that's already an improvement just based off the stats. So then let's go take a look at the GOAT. Eli Manning never even touched 4,000 yards. So what is the criteria for a top quarterback? These guys are performing better than our last picks. So there's really no reason for anyone in the Giants organization, Giants fan base, to say that these guys are not good, because it doesn't make sense. Let me continue my point. Bryce Young, in his last year, only threw for 3,000 yards. Obviously, you guys see the number, but 3,000 yards. He was taken number 1 overall, guys. Bryce Young is 6 feet and 194 pounds, and that's being generous. That's being generous. Let's take a look at C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud didn't even touch 4K in his last season. Obviously, you see what he did here. That's due to the wide receivers that he had. So again, guys, I'm just not seeing it. I feel like a lot of you guys are reaching and saying that they're not good because you simply just don't like them. A lot of people are trying to make it a race issue. There was a post that I put out asking about how the New York Giants fan base would feel if the Giants skip out on 2 black quarterbacks. And obviously, There's some brass people that don't like that type of conversation. But if we're just being honest, guys, the Giants have never had a franchise quarterback that was black. That does not mean that they've never had a black quarterback. And that does not mean that I'm trying to call the New York Giants front office racist. But at some point, we do have to put our ears up and notice what's going on. So at this point, the way I'm looking at it is, if Travis Hunter is not there and we are within the top 3 and we don't choose these two, why would we skip on them? I don't understand. Like, yes, we need other needs. Yes, we need to fill other holes. We need linebackers. We need especially offensive line. We need offensive line. I've been screaming that for years now. But at the same time, guys, we can't miss out on our top quarterback. Is that the route that I want the Giants to go? No. I want Travis Hunter. That's who I want. But I'm not going to sit here and be oblivious and say that these guys are no good, because that is just simply not true. Please tell me what other quarterback is doing this. Yes, we got what's my man, Kyle McCord, but he has over 600 passing attempts, which is why he would be number 1 in passing yardage. But with that, he only has 100 more attempts than Cam Ward, and he only has 200 more yards than Cam Ward. So what does that say? So again, fellas, I really just want to hear from you on what you guys got to say about this situation. Will you guys feel a certain type of way if the Giants decide to pass on these quarterbacks? I would really love to hear the prospects that you guys are okay for the Giants passing on these prospects. Again, for me, it's only Travis Hunter. It's only Travis Hunter. That is the only way that I would be okay if we do not draft a quarterback. Again, I personally feel like we should have a bridge quarterback, which is fine. That's fine. But again, if they're there, we got to take them. It just doesn't make any sense for us not to take them. So I want to hear from you guys. If this is your type of content that you like to watch, I would really appreciate it if you guys like this video. Even if it's something that you guys don't like, please just let me know with your comments and just respond to me. I love hearing from every single individual that watches my videos. I appreciate every single individual that watches my videos. I can't thank you guys anymore. You guys are slowly helping my dream come true and becoming a pretty well-known content creator for the New York Giants. So I wholeheartedly appreciate it. So until next time, fellas, I will holler at you boys later. You guys take it easy.
Once a Giant, always a Giant.